Never, because they caused me identity theft. So no.
Ms. Daly, that's not the issue.
No, I don't have an address. No.
Well, you are someplace right now, obviously.
I'm fleeing from my abuser. They abuse me, so no. I don't want anything from them.
If you do not provide that mailing address by January 9th.
Right out of the gate, this isn't about identity theft, abuse allegations, or who's morally right. It's about procedure. Civil court runs on paperwork and participation. If you file a claim, you have to play by the rules. And the judge is already signaling, cooperate, or this goes nowhere. Question for you. If you want justice, can you refuse the process that delivers it?
Your case will be dismissed. So, if you're not going to cooperate, you're not leaving me any choice but to dismiss your claim as well. Lee Daly versus Mary Baker and Matthew Schultz, SCHULTZ, case number 39357. Both parties are present today, apparently unsuccessful in their discussion to resolve this case. So it looks like this comes on today as a counterclaim.
Or me, yes.
So, Ms. Daly, did you file a case against these folks previously?
Yes, Judge. Your Honor, what happened was, since January, when this was a previous phone call that my sister made and decided to play fake victim, and my niece's husband claimed that I threatened him with a knife when I never had a knife. It turned into a domestic violence suit. And this happened when I was recovering from breast cancer, and I never threatened to kill him, and I never threatened to kill her.
Let me try to focus here. Did you file a claim against?
Yes, I did. It's over
Baker
my belongings. Yes, it's about my belongings. And I had, while I was
Notice what's happening here. Confusion equals danger in small claims court. When parties mix criminal cases, domestic issues, and civil property disputes, the narrative gets messy fast. But judges zoom in on one thing. What case are we actually hearing today? If you can't clearly explain your own filing, you're already losing ground.
Sorry, Judge.
Ms. Daly, has that case been resolved?
The case is still pending because what happened was she had sold all my belongings when she was told not to by the judge that is handling the case between us. And I had to file the case in all my belongings that she was told not to sell. And she claimed that there is an email.
Hold on, Ms. Daly. Which judge, which court case are we talking about? A small claims case?
This court case is filed by me. The case that she has against me, we are currently in, that she refused to resolve.
And is that here in this small
not in this court?
Small claims court?
In this Thurston court, yes, but not in this small claims. This one is mine. So if you really think about it, the court case that she filed against me, theirs is the domestic violence. Mine is the small claims, which is mine. She's trying to countersuit mine.
Wait. So my initial question was, did you file a small claims case
against her?
Against Ms. Baker for
my
damages to your property?
Yes.
You did. That case is still pending? Is that what you're saying?
No. The other cases that she has against me is pending.
That's the criminal case?
Correct.
All right.
That's why I'm trying to say there's that going, but this one is the one I filed that we're here for today. She's trying to countersuit that.
Boom. There it is. October 9th. $10,000 for loss of property. That's the anchor. Everything else is noise. In civil court, timelines matter. Filing dates matter. And counterclaims filed right after service? That's strategic. This just turned from a one-sided property claim into a financial standoff. Property versus unpaid rent and utilities.
I'm still confused, Ms. Daly.
I know. It's kind of confusing. I'm trying to figure out myself how that turned out to a countersuit.
Does Ms. Daly have another case pending in this court, a small claims case?
I can take a look.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused myself because the last I checked, I filed this.
So take a look here. I do say it looks like she has another same part, right?
So another small claims case, but different.
Yeah, different. It looks like it's not related to this. That's why this.
Can I shed some light on the situation?
And you are Mary Baker?
I'm Mary Baker.
Go ahead. Just, I don't want all kinds of background. I don't want threats. I don't want civil stuff or criminal stuff.
Correct. So we received notice in our mailbox that she is suing me for property. I am therefore counterclaiming for rent and utilities, non-payment of rent and utilities.
All right. That I get.
Yes.
I don't get. A counterclaim is filed in a case that's originally filed by the other party.
This is a crucial legal lesson. Attempted service is not service. The Constitution guarantees notice and an opportunity to be heard. If someone doesn't properly receive the lawsuit against them, any judgment can get tossed on appeal. Due process isn't optional. It's oxygen for the courtroom. Without it, the case suffocates.
They make a claim and then you file a counterclaim.
Correct.
But we're not finding a case filed by her.
By her? Ms. Daly filed, and we got notification of it right here, if that helps.
Yeah, let's see it.
Okay. This is what was dropped off at our
39357. What's this case number?
Yes, that's the initial claim that was filed.
So why am I confused?
Judge, it's for the property that was in the home. She was told not to touch the property. My belongings. It's my belongings that she had sold, that she was told not to touch, Your Honor.
All right. So it appears that on October 9th, under this case number, 39357, Ms. Daly filed a claim against Mary Baker and Matthew Schultz for $10,000 for loss of property.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
It's my belongings. All my belongings.
Ms. Baker, what day did you file your counterclaim?
I filed my counterclaim. I filed my counterclaim on the 14th of October.
So right after you've received this notice of claim.
Yes.
And I was not served.
Was that served on Ms. Daly?
No.
Sir,
No.
Ms. Daly, please.
I tried to serve her via mail, certified mail. The book and all its belongings was returned to me. The envelope was mailed to her last known address in care of Bess Owens.
Mm-hmm.
I do have an email or a text message from Bess Owens stating to the fact that this is where all her mail and all her work stuff was to be sent to. And the next process in that was that all of her business mail was also going to be sent to this address. So that address, I then forwarded the notification, but it was never picked up. I got that returned back to me about 2 weeks ago. Unfortunately, envelope with me, but it was sent via UPS or USPS, and it was never picked up from that facility. And it was then therefore mailed back to me about 2 weeks ago.
Nope.
Ms. Daly, you're saying that you never got notice of this counterclaim?
Mr. Judge, Your Honor, there's a reason why.
Ms. Daly,
yes.
I don't need a long description.
Yeah,
I asked you a question. You can say yes or no. Did you receive notice of this counterclaim? Yes or no?
I do not have an address, so I did not receive no notice. I don't even receive any mail, so no.
That's enough.
No. And she's my abuser, so no, I don't. She's an abuser.
Yes, Mr. Schultz.
Go ahead.
To address, since the topic of serving was brought up, these documents were never properly served to us in the first place. I have, she left the serving paper connected to the whole document and had to put it in our mailbox.
And here's the tension spike. The judge isn't threatening. He's explaining reality. If you refuse to provide a way to receive documents, you're blocking your own claim. Courts can't chase you. They can only rule based on participation. At this moment, the power shifts. The $10,000 claim is now hanging by a procedural thread.
Well, she has a restraining order on us. Well, we have a restraining order. I don't know if that changes anything or that's anything.
So, Chase, we don't have a notice of service or an affidavit of service on Ms. Baker and Mr. Schultz on the original case.
Yeah, we haven't received any proof of service.
And we don't have any proof of service the other way.
If I have the envelope from USPS saying that I tried to serve, would that have been proof
Service,
that I tried to serve?
not attempted service. Service means she gets the paperwork and she can see what it is that you're
Yeah.
doing, so she can prepare herself for court. In the same way that you're raising the issue of notice. I mean, I realize there's something else going on here that's got a lot to do with what's happening that is not particularly relevant right now for this court. What we need to do is ensure that Ms. Daly gets notice of the small claim. You've obviously gotten it because you're here and responding to it and you file a counterclaim. You can raise the issue, it wasn't properly served. I get that, but you're also here. You know it, that it exists. I don't know that Ms. Daly knows that she's been sued in response and seeing the documents in relation to that. That's the baseline here for the court to be able to go forward in this case and hear her claim for you selling property that you were told not to sell, and for your claim saying she was to pay you rent and utilities for some period of time. Ms. Daly, we need to get you a copy of Ms. Baker and Mr. Schultz's claim against you. Where can we deliver that? Where can they deliver that so we can have another hearing in this case?
This ending is deceptively simple. No fireworks. No ruling on who lied. Just a deadline. January 9th becomes the pivot point. Comply, and the fight continues on evidence. Refuse, and the case dies quietly. And here's the bigger takeaway. Once you invoke the court's authority, you don't get to opt out of its rules. In civil litigation, credibility isn't built on emotion. It's built on cooperation with process.
Never, because they caused me identity theft. So no,
Ms. Daly, that's not the issue.
no, I don't have an address. No.
Well, you are someplace right now, obviously.
I'm fleeing from my abuser. They abuse me. So no, I don't want anything from them.
Ms. Daly, you need to cooperate in this process. You want me to sit here and make a decision on your claim, but you're refusing to participate in the process by allowing them to file a counterclaim against you.
I'd rather go to trial. I mean, what more am I going to do? What?
But
I don't have an address.
where can they send the documents so that you can pick them up so you can be prepared to respond to their counterclaim?
I don't know. I don't have an address. I'm not a Washington State resident, so I don't live in Washington State, so I don't have an address.
In Washington State, you have an address somewhere.
No,
And I understand you may not want to disclose that address.
I do not.
You're not leaving me with a whole lot of options here, Ms.
Because
Daly. They have a right.
I don't
Ms.
have a lot of
Daly,
option. Yes.
They have a right to file a counterclaim against you and have that heard in court. At the same time, your claim against them is heard.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not going to cooperate, you're not leaving me any choice but to dismiss your claim and the address, be it a post office, be it whatever it is, that they can send the document. And they're going to send it to you by regular mail, not by certified mail. So there's no question about whether you picked it up or you didn't pick it up.
Okay.
They're going to send it by regular mail. And it
Okay.
will be assumed to have been delivered to you at that address. And you will then be in a position where the court can hear testimony from both sides about this case and make a decision as to whether they owe you something for loss of property or you owe them something for not paying rent and utilities.
Okay, that's fine by me.
So I'm going to give you until an address, be it a post office, be it whatever it is, that they can send the document. And they're going to send it to you by regular mail, not by certified mail. So there's no question about whether you picked it up or you didn't pick it up.
Okay.
They're going to send it by regular mail. And it will
Okay.
be assumed to have been delivered to you at that address. And you will then be in a position where the court can hear testimony from both sides about this case and make a decision as to whether they owe you something for loss of property or you owe them something for not paying rent and utilities.
Okay, that's fine by me.
So I'm going to give you until, we'll look on the calendar. Where do you want to go with the next hearing date?
Our next available hearing date is March 6th.
Okay. All right. So, Ms. Daly, you're going to contact the court and provide a mailing address by January 9th.
Okay.
If you do not provide that mailing address by January 9th, your case will be dismissed.
No
Yes.
problem. Thank you, Judge.
Hold on. We're going to reset the case then for hearing on March the 6th on your claim against them and their counterclaim against you. So be prepared to deal with both issues. Your responsibility to present your case, their responsibility, or your responsibility to respond to their case.
All right.
Understood?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Daly.